Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and this is terrible. My entire last episode didn't actually record, because I've been having an issue with my mouse lately where it's, I need a new mouse. The pointer button, your primary button that you do everything with, is double-clicking instead of single-clicking. And evidently, the last episode, I double-clicked on Start Recording, which started and stopped the recording instantaneously, and I never twigged to it. So, the entire rest of high school is missed. Anyway, basically, I guess I'll just give you the translation of what happened. I threw like 4 touchdown passes to Tommy. We ran it a little bit, and every time the running back touched the ball, he managed to run it into the end zone, it seemed like. So he got like 2 or 3 run scores. He evidently had scouts to impress as well. And it was pretty much a blowout, like 50-something to nothing. I used the same blitz on the AI the entire game, and it never could figure out how to stop it. Anyway, I ended up choosing Michigan State University. Sadly, there are no Big Ten teams to choose once again this year. They don't seem to give a crap about Ohio State, which is one of the winningest teams in college football, or Wisconsin, who's done a lot of his great things lately in college football. Wisconsin was not always a powerhouse, though. But yeah, the Big Ten is totally not represented once more. So I ended up picking Michigan State University because it's about the closest thing that I can get to the Big Ten, I suppose, sadly. And Tommy followed us to Michigan State University, and the coach, O'Brien, he basically told us that we're going to be trading off snaps. And that's where we're at. We're starting our first game for Michigan State University. So let's have at it.
College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Takes it at the 7. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, we'll go with the coach's suggestions. Sure.
So here we go, coming up on his first collegiate snap as the Spartans have the football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. Now, let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more,
what was that?
They're not playing as fast as a general rule. Most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing, maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing. But for me, speed and pace of play for college offenses still ahead of what we see in the NFL.
It's a foot race. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Tim Young, 39 yards. And Michigan State has taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
So they cap off an impressive opening drive with a rushing touchdown. And Charles, you know, Coach O'Brien and his
Marty Schottenheimer is the kicker.
There's no doubt about that. Remember, it's not just a first game of the year for people who are playing in the game. This is Coach O'Brien's first game as the head coach of this team. He's definitely thrilled right now.
And a former defensive defensive coordinator to have this offense so well prepared. You know, Coach O'Brien to come out and score in their first drive, got to be a pretty impressive thing for him to watch. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, nickel blitz.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for them on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Down at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's White from the gun on 3rd down. And
Excellent.
Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this
Wow,
lead.
really? Just get out of the way.
In goes the 20. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Tim Young, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, I would agree with the commentator.
Off play action, here's White. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch.
All right, let's do some sort of pass here. Short passes. Halfback screen sounds good, actually.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house.
Damn it.
Defense, maybe they're expecting
Damn it.
to run here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, that was awful.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. He was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
23 yards. It's now third down.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. That catch good for only a couple.
First down. Complete to Tim Young. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Gators nothing.
Second and 8. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Whoa!
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction.
Damn it.
Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
The line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 12.
Well, they'll never see this coming.
This is Young on the carry.
Or they did.
A few times here today. This run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
It's caught. Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads
Of course
to
it
2nd
does.
down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Tim Young on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force them.
Hey, interception.
He's picked off near his own 48.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the
Oh my God, man.
Incomplete.
Really?
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Able to get away. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh!
Trying to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. You may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Able to find Harris, complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
at the 27-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball. But the runners are still vital, and that was a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
Here's 1st and goal, Michigan State. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. 5-yard touchdown. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now.
Was that my only touchdown pass?
To the top of the stadium. He can throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Ellington. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Ellington. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher.
Oh my!
Intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Wow.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 11.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A 1-yard
I had to take the score.
These guys continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.
I only playing the first half from what I understand. So might as well get the touchdown passes in when I can.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
31. Gators, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some
pressure comes, and down he goes.
Down he goes.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college.
All right, what happens here?
Nothing.
I'm gonna get pulled, right? Well, I guess we'll find out.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Yeah.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
2nd and 10. To throw again. White. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
6 yards.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to...
All right, we'll find out what's happening shortly.
Their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Kind of seems like I'm still in the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, and they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and 10 now for the Spartans. On the ground, they go with Young. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second and 4. And he fires one incomplete.
The 2nd down pass.
All right, that was a poor pass.
You think about the quarterback position in college football. Kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up just like that. He's off to the NFL. So what we're seeing here, a first ever college start at the quarterback position. How hard is it to win with someone who is unproven like that?
It's always hard. Now, we've seen guys do it.
It's 4th and 4, huh?
Far between because the teams that don't have returning starters at that position, or at least guys that saw significant action and can handle the pressure a little bit, you got to put them a little bit of a notch below everyone else because in high school, those guys can get by on raw talent. It's harder to do that on the college level.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down.
Penalty. Penalty for what?
Late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Good. Yeah, I guess we'll accept that.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Anderson.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's good.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is
Got him.
touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get.
Yeah, what am I still doing in the game? I swear I was going to be pulled out at the half.
Coming into this game, he's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as a starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, they run with Ellington. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the gun on 3rd down, White. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Another 3 and out.
Florida's punter is out there now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Florida's punter is out there now. He's been terrific so far.
He's been terrific so far. He's had a lot of work today.
Pulled in at the 24.
That actual punt return.
22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
I'm still in it.
The line ready for their next drive.
And why am I number 1?
Now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's across
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Ford, hey! 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. Here's Young.
Wow.
He's got a first down and
Could
more.
have drove an entire
He'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards.
a towed home. You know, where they take the prefab homes and they trailer them. They would have fit through that hole.
And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 11. And that enables him to also pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Charles, here we are in the fourth quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there, partner, with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned to rotate quarterbacks to find out what he had. But with the play that he's seen here, he's like any head coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us. That maybe Tommy Matthews is exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes
I'm having a hard time figuring out what letter I need to push because they keep changing the letters on me.
But a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. From 6 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, even a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
God damn it. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started.
I couldn't find a blitz.
This drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Oh, almost an interception.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's White. And that's caught by Beasley. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 1st and 10, Florida. Operating from the gun, White. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there.
Let me out of this defensive package.
Well, this game is certainly pretty
Somehow.
long, where they go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Oh, there's a blitz. Ah, damn it.
5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the
You
ringer
took
in
my
this
plays away again. Damn it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. White. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number
You
20.
can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Florida going to send on the field goal team here.
They're trying to put some points on the board.
8-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
They've scored something.
Get back 3, but this
There goes our goose egg.
Deficit.
49.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
I'm still in.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
He was taken down behind
We
the
got a plane to catch.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
This will be the last play. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
That's game.
Today's final score is Spartans 49, Gators 3.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit.
We had?
Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet? Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been
Yeah,
lying
look
in
at
the
the
sink
mess.
for almost 2 weeks.
I
Look at this
would
place,
not
it's a
live
disaster.
like that. He's
You leave
right.
Everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Get off your ass and
Crawl
do the
up your butt and
dishes.
die.
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought
Look
I
at
played
all
pretty good
those
out there.
dishes.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team. But
Somebody shut me up.
And punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem.
No, I have the problem too.
Come find me.
Someone needs to kick my ass.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
The Gators again, huh?
Alumni of these two storied football powerhouses, and the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. As we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Spartans of Michigan State.
All right, so this has been, well, this should have been episode 3, but evidently this is episode 2. So our first college game is underway, and we have picked Minnesota State as our college team. So in the next episode, we will probably finish off college. Hopefully you're enjoying this Let's Play. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all peace.